Hey, what's up, YouTube? Check it out. Alright, so it's been a while since I made a video, and I've been learning to do Autobody work. So I almost got this panel almost finished. Got this one all nice and done. I'm gonna paint the whole truck over. It was all smashed in right there. And this one is pretty good, just about done. I'm just gonna put a little bit more, put another layer of putty over that, and that'll make everything so it's lined up perfect. And then this one, I am going to sand it down and do a little bit more metal work, because it's got a crease right there that I need to bring out. So, yeah. Trick when you're doing metal work, take some, they didn't have any in stock, but usually the cheapest flat black spray paint you could find. This is the cheapest flat spray paint I could find. But what you do is you paint, or you sand it, and then you spray the paint over, and then you see where your low spots are, and that's where you need to either put the putty or get your little welding gun or your stud popper and your slide hammer and pop it out. So, yep. And then I got this spot. This I need to finish up and clean up. These aren't, just a little bit of dents there. I might be able to get through there and just be able to hammer them out. So, that's a new purchase right there. That's the 20-gallon McGraw. It does all right. It keeps up for these small areas. So I need to do some more metal work. I'm almost basically done with the metal work, and then just a thin layer of putty will solve that one up. Then right here, just a little of putty. And then I could probably I have just like this weird spot. It's so weird. I can't even tell if it's there, but it's there. And then this is, I didn't even have to use putty, but I got that one out. Didn't have to use putty and got that one out. Got that one out, and got that one out. And then I got one on my door up here. You can see it. It's right in there. And I will just find the low spot and I'll tack one of these onto it. And I'll just pull it right out. This bad boy here. So for $90, you get this tool right here. And that includes 400 something studs. What is it? I think it's 400 studs altogether. It's 200 of the 2mm and 200 of the 3mm. And you're definitely going to need one of these. If you're going to do any sanding or any painting, definitely going to need one of those. I picked up one of these at Harbor Freight, $8. $8 freaking dollars. And this sandpaper goes perfect. I think it's like $6 a roll. And there's 25 feet. So, yeah. Couple other tools. This comes in handy. This grater. What you do is when you have the putty on there all built up, see that down there, is you just shave it down. You shave it till you got the shape that you need. And then, yeah, then you sand it down. And then what I did with this tape is I taped off this spot here, because that's where there's a body line right here, or right up in there. So I'm going to try and get it all perfect. The videos I've seen is they worked on both top and bottom portion first, and then they did the center before they did the body lines. So, yep. And then I have some more tools, and I'll show you guys that when I mount up to the tripod. Yo, alright, so now we're inside, out of the garage, or the shop as some people would call it. So I got some Durablocks. These are the hook and loop style, where it has the Velcro style sandpaper. Got some of that ordered. So you need to learn the types of sandpaper. There's hook and loop, there's PSA, and I'm sure there's other ones. But the PSA is the sticky style. I wish I would have gotten this sticky style, because I think that's going to be easier for me to find in stores rather than this Velcro style. You gotta find it online, because Harbor Freight, they have the sticky style. I'll put photographs of it, which this bad boy here, it takes the sticky style sandpaper. This is a Sun X, and I'm not sure the exact model, but I paid about $60 for this, and I see a lot of professionals use this as their bodywork sander. You can make it from a DA, which it will it'll retract, you know, it'll do that two-way motion, or you can lock in the collar and it will do just a one-way. It won't do that offset, and that will take off a lot of material. You don't necessarily use that setting as your body work. Maybe if you're grinding down stuff to get a bare clean surface, you'll use that setting. But if you're doing body work, you'll want to do the DA setting. All right. And so I showed you guys this little trinket. These are about $6. They're a little cheese grater, and these are really nice. If you could get a little longer one also, those work good too, because then you can really get the shape that you need when you're doing your body work. So this next tool that I got, it's called a stud buddy. And what you do is you use your welding gun with the pin, and you spot weld your pin in, and then you lock it in with that, and then you find your place, and you just pry up. You know, it's got this good handle, and this is actually made in the USA, surprisingly. So you just move up, and you could take that dent right out. It's pretty good. It does a good precision job instead of the slide hammer, where it's you're going to get close with a slide hammer, where this is more precision. All right. So another thing you're going to need are these. You can get this thing for about $8 from Harbor Freight. There's quite a few in there, and they're Bondos putty spreaders, and they come in handy. You need to mix them up, and yeah, they come in handy. It's good to have a bunch and not just reuse the same one over and over, because yeah, you want to use a clean one every time you do a fresh pass or a new thing of Bondo, like a new fresh mix up of Bondo. You want to use a clean one of these. You don't want to have dried shit on there, because that'll fuck it up real bad. So next little doodad that I got here are these things. These are for paintless dent removal. Those dents that I showed you on the bed where I said I didn't, where they're taken care of, that's how I got those out, was with these. Yeah, glue these things down, they hold in, and you put the slide hammer that comes usually in a kit with plastic ones of these, but the plastic ones break really easy. I haven't broken any of these, so it's best to get these. These are about $8 off of Amazon or eBay. I'll try to put a link to most of this stuff down below if it's an Amazon product, like this guy from Amazon, these from Amazon, and the sander I got from Amazon. If I can find a good deal on these, I'll put that in there. And also my Bondo. So I'll show you guys the picture of the Bondo. It's about $13 a gallon, but there's only about a half gallon in there. It's halfway empty. And then there's this tube of stuff, and I'll put the picture in there of what it looks like. And what you do is you mix 3 parts Bondo to 1 part of that putty glaze, and then you use your hardener, and as you mix that, it'll give you a really clean, smooth putty. It won't be the heavy stuff like what's in the can. It'll be a just nice, flowy, good stuff. And you could just lay that on nice when you're doing when you're doing your finishing work. You'll want to use that style of putty rather spending a whole bunch of money on $30 on a thing like that of putty. You could just get that tube for, I think it was like $3 or $4, and just mix it with that, and yeah, bada bing bada boom, it works out nice. So moving on from the bodywork tools, I got this little thing from Harbor Freight. This is a nice little come up for cleaning batteries and other tools where you may need those bristles. That was like $5 or so. I also got a snap-on pocket screwdriver. My first one. Never had one of these before. Guess it's not magnetic. Oh, it is magnetic. This is the next thing I was going to show you guys. These are Koken sockets, the impact sockets. I got sizes 10, 12, 14, 17, 19. There's the 19. And that's what they look like on the inside. Then I got this 23 millimeter. And I pay about $5 a socket. I get them off of eBay. I'll put the seller's name in there with his link. Koken, Japan. So yeah, these are legit. And they have that ring around them, so they take the pin, they'll fit the hog ring or whatever it's called. Last but not least, my homegirl Sarah, she passed away. When this came in the mail this week, it reminded me of her. Her dad worked for Snap-on, and whenever I had trolls making fun of me about my Snap-on tools and live streams, she was always there to back me up. She would go on the live stream and tell people to leave me alone. Her dad used to work at Snap-on. He retired from there. She was such a sweetheart. THLXD 72. Probably won't be able to see it. Might be able to. There you guys go. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up there, guys. I hope you learned something, because I learned something when I was watching DIY Automotive, or my friend Pete. That guy is excellent. That guy knows everything there is to know, as far as I can tell, when it comes to body work. So he does some excellent work. He has a great channel. I'm going to put little links and stuff so you guys could check him out. If you guys haven't heard of him yet, definitely check him out. He knows his stuff when it comes to doing his body work. He's a great guy. He has live streams, so you could give him a little shout out to him when he's doing his live streams, and he'll say hi back sometimes, unless he's busy giving a little DIY class as he does. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you guys for being here. Deuces.